Welcome into Hoover, Alabama, where we are set for one more high school baseball matchup as the Upperman Bees take on the hosting Hoover Buccaneers. I'm Noah McKay on the call here on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. Once again, the lovely Madison McKay producing things for us. It was a delayed start the game before. This one had 30 combined runs between the two teams, so it went a bit long, and that's why we are 40 minutes behind schedule. But we're set for action as Caden Shanks stands in for the first AB of the game, going against the right-handed pitcher for the Hoover Buccaneers, Campbell Cooper. We are here at Hoover High School, an absolutely stunning facility, as the first pitch of the game is a fastball that misses low and outside for ball one, and we get underway. The Buccaneers with a record of 15-13, but as we've seen all week, and we've told you about, this is a 7A school in Alabama, and in 7A baseball in Alabama, you could throw records out the windows. They're a good baseball team. This one for Shanks is sent way up into the air in foul territory and out of play. Today's broadcast is presented by Nick's Restaurant. Again, a delayed start because of the game previous going way late. Upperman finally doesn't get the ace of their opponent, albeit still a very good pitcher in the form of Campbell Cooper, but they have faced three big powerhouse schools out of Alabama, and all three of them pitched their number ones. This one is not, as that one bounces in for a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Let us know in the comment section who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. It is a little bit toasty outside. It's really a beautiful day for high school baseball, as this one is sent on a ride by Caden Shanks, and it's going to be extra bases as it one hops into the chain link fence. Shanks will pull into second, continuing his hot streak at the plate. It's a leadoff Southwell Auto Clinic double for the Upperman Bees. Caden Shanks, he's been very good in this tournament. He's batting .600 in the three games. They are 1-2. They defeated Coleman 3-2, then fell against fifth-ranked in the nation Bob Jones 4-7, and then were defeated by another 7A school, Prattville, 6-3. And now standing in is Justin Fallon. He's batting .455 in the tournament on the season. His batting average is up to .341. He's got a runner at second, nobody out as the Bees try to strike first here on the road against another 7A Alabama school. First pitch in, misses upstairs for Fallon. It's a ball, 1-0. Temperatures in the upper 70s. A little bit of wind every once in a while blowing straight out of the park, but right now that American flag is standing still. Shanks fakes like he's going to run. The pitch misses. It's 2-0, and again, a welcome sight for Upperman. Yes, it's a good pitcher, but it is not the ace of a powerhouse school. It's a compliment to the Bees. The teams are throwing their number ones at them, but it makes it a lot more difficult to bring runs around and to feel like you're having good ABs. 2-0, big swing and a miss on that one as it's 2-1. Hoover has been busy, and there's an interesting kind of quirk in the rule when it comes to how many games you can play in the state of Alabama. We'll tell you about that, but this is their sixth game since Wednesday. Played 2 on Wednesday, 2 on Thursday, 1 yesterday, and 1 today. One of those opponents you'll recognize is this one's fouled by Fallon, and the count goes even at 2-2. They played Farragut, of course, one of the best teams in the state, probably the best team in the 4A classification in Tennessee. Farragut won in 8 innings last night, 4-1 over this Hoover team. But in Alabama, you're allowed to have 32 regular season games. But during spring break, the games you play don't count against that total. So you could play as many as you possibly can. This breaking ball is swung on and missed for a big punch out there for Campbell Cooper. Justin Fallon goes down. He's the starting pitcher on the mound for the Bees. Behind him is Alec Wilson. As well as insurance starting lineups, Caden Shanks, Justin Fallon, Alec Wilson, followed up by the left fielder Chris Worsing. Batting fifth is the second baseman Juju Yano. Following him is the catcher Rookie Allison. Batting seventh, third baseman Carson Shoup. Batting eighth, the right fielder Carson Holroyd. And batting ninth is the left fielder Evan Huddleston. First pitch in here to Alec Wilson. Dips out of the zone for a ball. Upperman, they've been the road team in 3 out of the 4 games. This one wasn't on a coin flip. Of course, Hoover playing in their home facility, and this place is baller as they throw behind Shanks. He dives into the bag safely. When you want to see a first-class high school athletics facility come down here, this may be the worst state on earth, which it is, but here in Hoover, they have invested in their youth, and it shows in a major, major way. The 1-0 to Wilson. There's a fastball that misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Carl is watching from Baxter, cheering on the Bees. Jana's watching as is Linda. Keep those comments rolling in here as we just get fired up. You didn't miss anything. It was a delayed start. A check back towards Shanks, who led it off with a leadoff double. This one ripped down the third baseline foul by Alec Wilson. Wilson on the season batting .316. He's got 8 runs batted in. In this tournament, he's batting right at 300. This is the perfect game, Buccaneer Classic. Teams from all over the Southeast descended on Hoover, now starting to go home. This is one of the last games being played. 2-1, runner takes off. The catcher loads up, throw down. Good tag, and they got him. Caught Shank stealing on a good throw down from behind the plate by the catcher, Baylor Hardy. And that is the second out of the inning. That throw had to go right to that spot, and it did. It allowed an easy tag onto the leg of Shanks as he slid in. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs here to Alec Wilson. So the leadoff double gets erased by that runner being caught stealing. And Hoover trying to get it to the bats in a scoreless game. 3 balls, 1 strike, rather, as this one is chopped foul. Now it will be a full count at 3-2. Big ballpark. They don't have the dimensions up, but it feels very similar to what we had over at the Metropolitan Complex. 330 into the corners, 400 to dead center. Here comes the 3-2 payoff pitch to Wilson. Sends this one chopping over the outstretched glove of the third baseman, tipped off of it, and Alec Wilson going to reach first on a hit. Off the glove, error. It's going to be an E5 over there. It's a democracy to decide what it is, and that one's going to be an E5 over there. Chris Worsing going to stride in here. I played sooner than these guys, more recently than these guys did. I'm all about the players, give them a hit, but it's going to be an error as Chris Worsing steps in. First pitch swinging here. He had a rough game yesterday. A lot of Upperman's batters did against Prattville as their starter struck out 13 in that game. Looking to bounce back as the average is down now at 368. Shanks leads the team in average, and he's probably right at 400 after that double to lead off the game. 0-1. Breaking ball. Worsing ducked out of the way as it dove back in towards the zone, but it misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here. We're at the top of the first inning. Just getting started this afternoon. Our last game in this godforsaken land known as Alabama. It's the 1-1. Comes home. A breaking ball, good pitch, but it missed upstairs. Speaking of, how about the Volunteers last night? If you were sleeping in the Embassy Suites at about 11 o'clock, I apologize for absolutely nothing. It got a little bit loud. Runner takes his lead at first. It's Alec Wilson. Pitch coming into Chris Worsing. The freshman puts a cut on this one, sends it up into foul territory and out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Runner at first here for the Bees. Coverage coming up from Jamestown. A cool thing happening there between White County and York as they're having a wooden bat classic. So they're playing with all wooden bats today. Goose is there getting photos and coverage. 2-2 pitch to Worsing. Breaking ball, and he sticks the barrel out at it, flicks it out into center field. He's going to drop in for a base hit. A good job by Chris Worsing with a 2-2 count to flick it out there. And Juju Yano will stride in, trying to strike first with the game's first run. Wilson at second, Worsing at first. Juju Yano batting .294 on the campaign. He is another one who had a rough game in game number 2 yesterday, striking out in all 4 plate appearances. He was frustrated after. See if he channels that frustration into a good day at the plate today. Check back now. Campbell delivers the first pitch that misses upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Campbell Cooper, the pitcher on the mound, 6 foot tall, about 165 pounds. Not overpowering with the velocity. Checks back a couple of times, now delivers in big. Swing and a miss on that one from Juju Yano. Count goes even at 1-1. 2 hits in the inning for the Bees. Wilson's reached on an error. Outs came on a strikeout and a runner being caught stealing. 1-1 coming here. Pitch in. Good swing from Juju Yano, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Center fielder to it. Wilson going to be held up there, and smart decision by Coach Shanks, as that would have been probably out number 3 at home, and instead it's bases loaded here. And a big opportunity for rookie Allison, the catcher who's going to stride in. The third base hit of the inning loads the bases. Upperman knows they have to capitalize, and this has been what has eluded them in those 2 games yesterday. They're able to get runners on, and they weren't able to get the timely hit. They need a timely hit here from rookie Allison with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Pitcher out of the stretch, delivers in, fastball, called a strike, 0-1. Campbell Cooper on the mound. We're going to see Justin Fallon take the ball, a lefty flamethrower in the bottom half of the first, but Upperman hopes he has some run support to play with before we get there. 0-1, breaking ball, dips away from the zone, good take by rookie Allison, count evens up at 1. Bases loaded here for Upperman, top of the first inning, they're threatening. The 1-1 coming to Allison. Called a strike on the outside corner, and now rookie's got a battle as it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs with the bases loaded. The 1-2 pitch to Allison. That one misses low. It was a good frame job behind the dish, but it did miss. This one barreled up by rookie Allison, but it's way up into left field. Should be catchable. Under it and left. The catch is made, and the bases are left loaded for Upperman. We'll head to the bottom half. Justin Fallon will take the ball in a scoreless ball game. Coverage is presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. Justin Fallon on the mound, the starting pitcher for the Upperman Bees, getting in his warm-up pitches. He will face off against a Hoover lineup that will bat 1 through 9 like this. Jackson Wood leads it off, followed by the center fielder, Camden Teague. Batting third is the third baseman, Mason Blash. Batting cleanup today is the left fielder, Andy Howard. Batting 5th is the first baseman, Cade Finn. Batting 6th is the right fielder, Carter Jackman. Batting 7th, the designated hitter, Will Adams. Batting 8th is the catcher, Baylor Hardy. Batting 9th is the second baseman, John Mark Norris. Campbell Cooper, the pitcher, is being hit for by Will Adams. As I mentioned, the starting pitcher on the mound, the flame-throwing left-hander, Justin Fallon. He's got some major colleges in the building. Taking a look at him today. Of course, the two-way hitter or two-way player, great hitter, great center fielder, and now trying to show it off with the arm so far on the season. Fallon is 1-1 in 3 appearances. This is his 3rd start of the year in 8 1/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 10 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned, 12 strikeouts to 9 walks with a 5.04 earned run average. In the field, Upperman behind him, rookie Allison catches the ball as in strikes. Alec Wilson over at first, Juju Yano at second, Caden Shanks at short, and Carson Shoup is the third baseman. And in left field, it's Chris Worsing. In right, it is Carson Holroyd. And in center is Evan Huddleston. Striding in is Jackson Wood. Upperman 3 base hits, an error in the field for Hoover, and they left the first inning with 0 runs. That's a tough one if you're Coach Wes Shanks. Justin Fallon's first pitch takes a deep breath as he delivers in and revved up the fastball 1-0. This first inning is going to be important to mention. Some college scouts are here taking a long look at him, so he's got to just settle in and try to throw strikes and not worry about that. And there's the 1-0. Fastball misses outside. 2-0 here to Jackson Wood. Fallon kicks and deals. This one's fouled out of play. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Fallon, the junior, part of that big junior core. You remember the state championship game last year, or 2 years ago rather, when they beat Covington, we looked at and said the catcher's a freshman, the second baseman's a freshman. As this pitch bounces in, 3 balls, 1 strike. Wood goes ahead in the count. The pitcher was a freshman, or sophomore rather. And then the center fielder was a freshman, and there was freshmen strewn about as well. That huge freshman class is now a huge junior class. 3-1. This one's fouled off, and an early full count here as Wood tries to battle against Fallon. Wood is probably the best all-around hitter in this lineup for this team out of Hoover. They've got the Astro-style uniforms. Big kick in from Fallon, and that one's right there. Called strike 3 with a fastball at the knees for the Birdies Lounge strikeout. Number 1 of the day for Justin Fallon, and that's a good start for the southpaw on the mound. It'll bring up Camden Teague. Camden Teague strides in, center fielder. Camden Teague. First pitch in is a ball, 1-0. Teague at the plate. The 2-hole hitter. Fallon wants to work a clean bottom half of the first and get it back to the bats. 1-0. This one swung on and sent into the woods behind us. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're about maybe 500 yards or so as the crow flies over to where we've been the first few days of this classic. The Hoover Met Complex. 1-1. That one misses up and in. 2-1. If you've heard the SEC tournament, they say they're going to Hoover. That's just to the side. That Hoover Stadium is just to the side of that complex. So you go a little bit further left as I'm looking at it, and you'd be there. 2-1. Nice breaking ball across for a strike from Fallon. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Looking for punch out number 2. Camden Teague now knows he has to battle. Here comes the 2-2 from Fallon. Fires in the fastball. Swung on and missed. Justin Fallon. Back-to-back Birdies Lounge strikeouts to open up the outing. And that will do if you're Coach Wes Shanks and company. And here comes the 3-hole hitter trying to become the first base runner. This is an impressive-looking young man. Mason Blashy. That is an all-name team right there. Blashy. That's how they announced it in the building. So that's how I'm going to pronounce it. Blashy waits. Here comes the first one. A breaking ball. Good pitch from Justin Fallon. It's 0-1. Mentioned the scouts, sometimes you can overthrow in that situation. Sometimes it can really lock you in. That's Fallon. Takes a deep breath and now delivers in the 0-1. This one misses low. 1-1. If you turn it on, you think, man, that field looks really nice. It really is. Here comes the 1-1. Can't really see it on your screen, but out there in center field is the huge Buccaneer logo. Of course, it's all turf. There is a natural field to our right, and they use that for JV games. They got a JV stadium and a varsity stadium. Here comes the 2-1 fastball. This one's fouled back. Blashy trying to battle in. Fallon looking to do something pretty impressive here in inning number 1 against this 7A power. Hoover, 1972, 1981, 2008, 2017, 2019, state champions. So here comes the 2-2 pitch from Fallon. Fastball misses a tick upstairs, and here we go again. For the second time in the inning, we've got a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now Allison gives the sign after Coach Dronbarger makes the call. There goes the breaking ball, and it misses outside for ball 4. So first base runner of the game for Hoover comes on a walk. Andy Howard, the left fielder and cleanup batter, will stride in, now trying to do some damage in a scoreless ball game. Fallon checks over. First pitch coming in. That's a good fastball right there for strike 1. And she's the third baseman. Doesn't have the look of a speedster. And with rookie Allison behind the dish, you better get a real good jump if you're going to try and steal. Fallon a lefty so he can look right at him as he takes his lead. Alec Wilson trying to hold him on the bag. Fallon, a couple of looks now. Delivers in another stretch. That fastball misses up. 1 ball, 1 strike. We saw Cooper throw 28 pitches in the top half. Fallon now, we'll see where he's at, 19. So on a warm day, we may see the baseball fly a little bit further. You also may see arms fatigue a bit faster. Fallon with a big kick, the 1-1. Fastball misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Over there at first, Fallon with that left arm outstretched. He bats righty but throws lefty. And now he's going to throw over just to hold him there. Bounces in. Wilson able to dig it out. Two 1 count here. Fallon looking to fire in a strike. Delivers in. This one is sent way up into the air, and it's staying shallow. This could be tough. Worsing is under it and left, and he makes the catch. Chris Worsing made it look easy, and that retires the side. Fallon with 2 punch-outs in the inning, coupled up with a fly-out, and we will head to the second, still scoreless in Hoover. Coverage of this game is presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate just listed this new construction home located in the Brookstone subdivision. With 2,075 square feet, 3 bedrooms, and large walk-in closets, the main level primary bedroom has one of the best features ever. In addition to the hallway access, you could access the laundry room through the closet in the bedroom. The kitchen also features an island, a pantry, and stainless steel appliances. All cabinets throughout the house are soft close and have granite countertops. For more information, call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145 or 931-526-9581. Always ask for Sonia Brown. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's a Hall Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen for Hoover, and we have no idea who it is. 42 is not listed on their roster that we have. It's not listed on their game changer. So I got no clue who the young man is on the mound. Not as surprised that they're shuffling pitchers. I mentioned they played 6 games already. He may be a JV pitcher, to Petey's point. His first name is Caleb. And he is not on any roster, so it must be somebody from their JV team. And we'll just call him Caleb. After 1 inning for Campbell Cooper, his day is done, and Caleb goes to the mound. It'll bring up Shoop as 7-8-9 due up here for the Bees. First pitch in is a fastball that misses upstairs for a ball 1-0. Shoop, Holroyd, and Huddleston. Yep, so it must be somebody off their JV squad that's pitching here today. He's not even on the bottom part of the roster, not listed on the game changer anywhere. As the 1-0. This one swung on by Shoop, and he flashes the letter to make the catch, and he throws over to first in time for the first down. And, yeah, it's definitely somebody who's usually on the JV team because that was a humongous cheer from the Hoover fans. over to our right. Caleb Simpson is his name. So Simpson, 2 pitches, 1 out to bring up Carson Holroyd. Hadn't had a chance to bat in this classic yet. Now watches a pitch miss outside for ball 1. Simpson, big right-hander. That pitch fired in, foul tipped into the mitt. First strike, 1-1. Holroyd's at the plate, Huddleston on deck, and then Caden Shanks in the hole if somebody can find a way to get on here in a scoreless game. And they're having to go deep into the bags. There's a great breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-2. 2 games on Wednesday, 2 games on Thursday, 1 game yesterday, game number 6 in a span of just over 3 days for this Hoover team. So you've had to turn through a lot of arms. They are 3-1 in the tournament. They fell in their first loss against Hoover, or against Farragut rather, I should say, as that one bounces into Holroyd, 2-2. Farragut, of course, out of our state in the Knoxville area. Tennessee teams have fared fairly well here in this classic. Upperman trying to get out of here with a .500 record with a win today. They're 8-5 on the season, all 5 losses in non-district against really good teams, as this one caught Carson Holroyd on the helmet. He's okay. That's why you wear a helmet. And he will trot over to first. And it'll bring up Evan Huddleston with a runner at first and 1 out. And if you're Upperman, I'm a little bit disrespected at the fact that you're throwing a JV kid against you. And I'm taking that as a personal affront if I'm Caden Shanks, Justin Fallon, Alec Wilson and company, and trying to send the ball to Narnia. Because that's you got to do what you got to do if you're Hoover. That's a tad disrespectful if you're Upperman, sitting here 4 hours away from home. The first pitch is a fastball right there in the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. And it's a little bit slower operation as he has to check the wristband for the call. Top of the order on deck with Caden Shanks. Evan Huddleston behind in the count, 0-1. Next pitch right there again with another fastball, 0-2, and you're going to have to swing away. No balls, 2 strikes. Carson Holroyd over at first base after being hit by a pitch. And this is going to take a while. It is a long look over, check down to the wristband, and then he will toe the rubber and throw in. Comes the 0-2. Breaking ball, big swing and a miss, strike 3. First punch out there for Caleb Simpson. They'll bring up Caden Shanks. He ripped a double to open up the game, and now he will stand in and try and break a scoreless tie. So Fallon, he will bat right, throw left. Shanks reverses. He bats left, throws right. Had a gutsy effort yesterday. It was a slow start against Bob Jones. They raced out to a big lead. Last 5 innings, though, Upperman was able to get in and play a good baseball game. Weren't able to overcome the deficit, but we're competitive. Simpson delivers in a breaking ball. Shanks tries to sit back on it, but gets out in front. Good bare hand grab by Coach Riedel over there. Shanks awaits. Justin Fallon looming on deck. We're tied up at 0. Big swing and a miss on that one from Shanks, and Caleb Simpson coming in, threatening to put up a pretty clean inning outside of the 1 batter he hit by a pitch. No balls, 2 strikes here to Shanks. Simpson checks over to his left. Now delivers in, and this one is turned on by Caden Shanks way back into right field, and it's going to 1-hop over the fence into the woods for a ground rule double. And Carson Holroyd will have to retreat back as that one went over the fence. He was at first, so he will have to go back to third. And it is another South Willow Auto Clinic double for Caden Shanks. His second of the second inning, here in the second inning, I should say. And Justin Fallon will stride in with runners at second and third and 2 outs. And that's another example. We saw it yesterday for Fallon. The turf field is awesome. but it is bouncy in the outfield, so things will hop over, and we see a lot more ground rule doubles than we're used to. That soft grass or natural grass doesn't bounce anywhere near as high as it will off the turf. So Fallon stands in with 2 in scoring position. Upperman left the bases loaded in the first, trying to cash in here in the second. The Southwell Auto Clinic, your hometown auto doctors, and Caden Shanks has had a couple of their doubles already here in this ball game. Both of them ripped down the right field line. Fallon struck out swinging, of course, against a different pitcher, though. First one in, and he offered at it. It's going to be 0-1. Mixing up the off-speed and the fastball. Caleb Simpson on the mound. Again, has to check over the signs coming in from the calls coming in from the dugout, not from the catcher. Here comes the 0-1 into Fallon. There's a fastball. That one missed low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fallon trying to put a swing on something here and break the tie early on. We're in the top of the second inning in Hoover. 2 outs and a 1-1 count. Simpson kicks and deals. Big swing on this one from Fallon, and that's going to get down over the outstretched glove of the second baseman. 1 run will score. Here comes the throw in, not in time. Fallon advances over to second on the throw, and it's a 2 RBI single for Justin Fallon. The Bees go out in front, 2-0. It's a single. He advances over on the throw. Shanks comes around to score. Holroyd comes in to score. 2 more RBIs for Justin Fallon. That runs his season total up to 12 on the campaign here in game number 14. Alec Wilson stands in. He reached on an error. It was a hard hit ball down the third base line. Tipped off the glove of the third baseman. Now he's got a runner at second trying to add on to a 2-0 game. First pitch, that one bounces. Good block behind the plate. Keep it in front. 1-0. Wilson at the plate. Chris Worsing is on deck as Upperman wants to flex its offensive muscles a little bit, not facing an ace. It's good to face those top pitchers. It's one of the reasons they came down here, but offensively, they can stifle your momentum. They want to get it back before a busy week next week. No district games, but it doesn't get any easier out of the districts. This one's popped up into the air in the infield. First baseman is under it, and he makes the catch to retire the side. But Upperman does strike. A 2 RBI single for Justin Fallon gives the Bees a 2-0 lead. He'll go back to work on the mound when we come back. Coverage of this game is presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy, UCR Media Network.
Clint Connor is your local auctions expert. With full service from start to finish, the Exit Crossroads Auction Group are here to make the process easy for you. Visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com for more details and current auctions. Clint Connor, your local auctions expert, is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this gorgeous home on Cross Point Drive. Boasting 4 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms with nearly 2,000 square feet, this home in the Prescott School District in Cookeville could be your forever home. Call 931-979-1191 for more information and to schedule a showing, or visit chadandamycrouch.com. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious Pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Upperman leads 2-0, and Justin Fallon back to work on the mound after working a relatively clean first inning. He walked 1 batter but struck out 2 and forced a fly out. Mentioned a busy week at the end of the week. Upperman does have a few days off for the first time this year. They'll return to action Thursday against Coffee County. Then Friday, they'll welcome in Baylor. Saturday against the undefeated Smith County Owls before a district slate with DeKalb County beginning a week from Monday. So, tough 4A opponent, tough Division II opponent, tough 2A opponent in succession there. Coming up at the end of next week, it doesn't get any easier. Wes Shanks wanted his team to be prepared. Well, they scheduled themselves that way. Due up in this half inning is 5-6-7 for Hoover. Cade Finn, the first baseman, will get them started. Keep those comments rolling in here. We want to see who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for in this one. Make sure you like the stream and share it as well. As the first pitch of the half inning misses upstairs from Fallon for a ball. The backstop here is different. There is no padding back there. It's just a tight net that works all the way around where the backstop usually is. And this one gets in and hits him right in the back. Cade Finn will reach first and lead off base runner aboard. And it'll bring up Carter Jackman, the right fielder, trying to do some damage. That fastball got way away from, or the pitch, I should say, got way away from Justin Fallon, right into the back of Finn. Upperman does have options in this game when it comes to the pitchers. Fallon, of course, on the mound. Chris Worsing is fresh and available. And if they needed to, they could take rookie Allison. But would love to have him behind the plate throughout this game. So you're looking at probably a Worsing or Fallon-Worsing game today. Fastball misses outside for a ball, 1-0. Juju Yano is not available. Caden Shanks is not available. Alec Wilson is not available. And Wyatt Curtis went 2 over the limit yesterday to be available today. As this pitch is close but doesn't get the call, 2-0. And that, yesterday there was a moment where Wes Shanks started to leave the dugout. And I said, why is he doing that? It's because of the pitch count. But at that point, he was at 26. So he was not going to be able to pitch today, which may have been originally planned. 2-0 fastball. Good pitch for a strike, 2-1. Carter Jackman, the right fielder, at the plate. First baseman Cade Finn is over at first base after being hit by a pitch. He's got a healthy lead. And Fallon does throw over. Back in plenty of time. All turf field. So the part that looks brown, it's just painted that way. It is all the same turf throughout, infield, outfield. The 2-1 misses outside. Now 3 balls, 1 strike. And for Fallon, he's got to dial it in here with a runner at first and nobody out. They don't want to give that 2-0 lead right back. Here comes the 3-0 home. This one swung on and fouled. 3 balls, 1 strike. We will have baseball action across our networks on Monday and Tuesday. As on Monday night, it's York Institute against Livingston. Jacob Benson and I will have the action in that one. Lead over at first. Jackman awaits a big 3-1 pitch coming here from Justin Fallon. That one misses ball 4, and not the start you wanted if you're Upperman, as the runners are at first and second with nobody out for the 7-hole hitter, Will Adams. He's a designated hitter. Only saving grace is that you are in the lower half of the order. Rookie Allison's going to go out and have a word with his fellow junior. Try to calm things down just a little bit here. Upperman had the 2-0 lead, but in danger of giving it right back. Out in left field here, there's a party deck. They got the grills working, a couple of tents out there. If I would have had a table with me, I may have got set up back there and done the game from a different vantage point. Will Adams steps in. We got a lefty-lefty matchup. After the quick meeting from rookie Allison, Fallon's ready to go. Now he shows bunt, pulls away. It's a good pitch. Called a ball, 1-0. Must have been outside. See how much small ball is played. There's nobody out, so you want to move those runners over. Tying run standing at first. Here comes the 1-0. Again showing bunt. Again pulling back, and again it's a ball. 2-0. Fallon struggling to find the zone a little bit. Trying to dial it in. We got more action going on in the Hoover pen, as we may have a carousel on the mound in this one. Fallon with the 2-0. That's a good pitch. In there for strike 1. With 2 runners on. A Birdie's Lounge strikeout would be huge if you could find it. Pitch count starting to tick up just a little bit here early on in this game. Hadn't gone deep very often. Runners at first and second. Bunt is shown again. This pitch misses low and outside, and it's a 3-1 count to Will Adams, threatening to load the bases for Baylor Hardy, who's on deck. Checks back. Delivers in and misses ball 4. Tips off the glove of rookie Allison, but everybody will advance anyway. So a batter's been hit by a pitch, then back-to-back walks, and the bases are loaded here for Hoover with nobody out. Baylor Hardy, the catcher. And there's going to be a trip out here from Coach Dronbarger to have a word with his pitcher here as things have gone off the rails a little bit here in the past couple of minutes. And again, Chris Worsing is available out there in left field. Fallon, he had some good stuff early, but in this inning the control was kind of dissipated a little bit. But nobody, or very few, are as competitive as he is on the mound. So you know he's going to stay in there and battle. And this is a healthy discussion. Coach Dronbarger to the rest of the team there in the infield. Out in the outfield, you've got Holroyd and Huddleston hanging out on that big Hoover Buccaneers logo, and the home plate umpire is going to come out and say that's enough. Takes a slow walk, and Coach Dronbarger beats him there as he turns around to leave. And I'm sure something like, hey, let's take a breath here and throw strikes. You got to give them something they have an opportunity to hit against the 8 and 9 hole hitters and make them make a play. Bases loaded, nobody out. Upperman's lead is 2-0, but it is in danger right now. Baylor Hardy at the plate. Fallon can go out of the full windup with the bases loaded. First pitch of the fastball that misses low and outside. 1-0. Count. Hardy is way up on top of the line in the batter's box. 1-0 fastball tips off the glove of rookie Allison. He slides back to it. Throw in, not in time. And now this one gets away, and this could be 2 for Hoover. Shanks ranges up. Bare hand throw. Tag is down. Not in time. Close. I do think the toe got in before the tag got down. And just like that, the 2 runs are back across, and we're all tied up back where we started. So Finn comes across to score. Jackson scores. Adams moves over to second. We'll see how that one was ruled. It's going to be a pass ball. Just double checking. So Adams now at second. And Baylor Hardy has a runner in scoring position. Still nobody out, and it's a 2-0 count. Fastball misses low and outside. It's 3-0, and it is... If you're Chris Worsing right now in left field, you better start working out that right arm a little bit. Get it loose, because it may be your time, kid. Fallon trying to battle. A 3-0 count. Big kick and deal. Good pitch in. Battle back pitch for the strike. 3-1. We're live on the main UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel today once again. 3-1 from Fallon. Good pitch for a strike. The inside part of the zone, 3-2. This is the 8-hole hitter Baylor Hardy, then John Mark Norris before the lineup turns over. Fallon. Hardy's arms are over the plate. As the pitch comes in, just misses, must have been up. Ball 4 and another walk. 3 straight walks issued after the batter was hit by a pitch. 2 runners are across. And here comes John Mark Norris, the second baseman. We're still tied up at 2, but Upperman trying to hang on battle here. And nobody is out here. We'll see if there's a little small ball played, maybe out of the 9-hole for John Mark Norris. Fallon trying to compete here. Battle on the mound. First pitch, a good one. Across at the knees for a strike, 0-1. That pitch count getting up there now in inning number 2. 43 already. Temperatures in the 70s here in Hoover. The sun is shining down on the field. Time going to be called here by Norris. 2 runs already across for the Buccaneers. They've got 2 on. Nobody has reached on a base hit. It's been a hit by a pitch and 3 walks. Then a pass ball allowed both those runners to come in and score. Fallon delivers the 0-1. Bunt is down. This is a really good one. Long way for Fallon to go. He turns, throws to first in time to record the out. Sacrifice bunt does the job. It was close to an infield bunt single, but instead it is the first out. Both runners advance over, and Jackson Wood, who struck out looking to begin the game, steps in here trying to take the lead for Hoover. Fallon, since he's throwing lefty, he had to grab it and spin and make an accurate throw down to first, which he did to win it by half a step. Infield playing in here for the Bees, trying to protect home plate. Long look in here for Fallon. Deals in. This one's turned on into left field, and that's going to approach Worsing, and he makes the catch. A good job to show off the range by Worsing. It's deep enough to score the run, but that could have been a base hit. It was taken away by Worsing. There's the second out. Hoover does go out in front. It's 3-2 with a runner at second and now 2 down. So score that one to sac fly for Jackson Wood. Gives him an RBI. Adams comes across to score. Hardy stuck at second. And Camden Teague, who struck out swinging in his first appearance, strides in for crack number 2. And with the revolving door of pitchers that we may see for Hoover, the doors, we could see a lot of scoring in this one. Upperman trying to limit it. They've got more pitchers available. Runner takes off towards third. Breaking ball too far up and didn't allow Allison to make a throw down. It's a stolen base for Hardy, who's now 90 feet away. If that's a fastball in, you have a great chance to catch him stealing. The breaking ball that missed up didn't have a chance to get the throw in. 1-0 fastball. This one's fouled back off the mask of Allison. 1-1. 3 across so far here. No hits, though, for this Hoover squad. Some self-inflicted wounds. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball misses low and outside. 2-1. Fallon trying to strand a runner 90 feet away and get it back to the bats. 2-1. This one's sent over towards Yano. Fields it cleanly, and Juju Yano deposits the throw over to first to retire this side. Hoover strikes back to regain the lead. It's 3-2 as we head to the third. Coverage is presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseychevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye.
Welcome back. Back to work on the mound is Caleb Simpson here for Hoover. He now has a 1-run lead to play with. Chris Worsing, Juju Yano, rookie Allison due up in this half for the Bees. And yesterday in both games, Upperman out-hit their opponents, but fell in defeat to Bob Jones and Prattville. Once again, they're out-hitting their opponent 5-0 and find themselves down on the scoreboard 3-2. Now look to change that around here. There's still a lot of baseball to be played in the top of the third inning. Chris Worsing will stride in. He singled and was left stranded back in the first inning. Upperman 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error in the field for Hoover. They've left 4 runners on the base paths. Hoover, 0 hits, 0 errors by the Bees, but 3 runs across. They've left 2 out there on the base paths. First pitch coming in here from Simpson. This one's sent foul just off the bottom edge of the bat. 0-1. 0-1. That one got in and hit Worsing on the hands, as maybe on the forearm area. He's going to head over to first. And that'll be the second batter hit by a pitch by Simpson. Leadoff base runner for Upperman, Juju Yano, barreled up a single back in inning number 1. Will stride in for his second attempt, his first meeting here with Simpson. It is not a fun place to get hit with a baseball. It was off speed, though. That'll help out a little bit. Juju Yano stands in here, trying to tie the game back with one swing of the bat. Healthy lead for Worsing over there at first. First pitch into him. That one dips away from the batter's box and the other way. 1-0. It'll take a while for the pitches to come, as it has to be a number in from the dugout and then check down to the wristband. 1-0, fastball misses low and outside. And that's one of the things that makes us very thankful for PitchCom. That for the most part, we haven't had to do this most this season. It's just been give the sign and go. Duo coming from Worsing, or I should say with Worsing at first. Yano, he decided late and tried to hold off, and he couldn't. 2-1. Definitely offered at that one. Rookie Allison on deck. Behind him is Carson Shoup as Upperman looks to strike back. They scored 2 in the top half of the second. And an answer from Hoover in the bottom with 3. And Yano's going to call time again. That long time in between. And he's not leaving the rubber out there. Call doesn't change. 2-1 into Yano. That one misses upstairs. 3 balls, 1 strike. You would love 2 base runners on with nobody out for rookie Allison to set the table for him. And Yano smartly kind of steps out while they're waiting on it. You don't want to, you got to control the tempo a little bit when it's taking this long. The 3-1 in. This one's swung on, sent way up into the air down the first base line. This is dangerous, angling in a foul territory, and it's down for a loud strike. It'll be 3-2. Check over to the right. There's, yes, the players' lounge and the coach's offices. And then further down, they have their weight room and indoor batting cages, which are just the Rolls Royce in high school athletics facilities here in Hoover. Get a little bit of public investment in our high schools in the Upper Cumberland, we could get some stuff like this, at least on some sort of level. As the throw over, Worsing back in time. It's not a fluke that these teams are all really, really successful, and they have facilities like this. Got to spend some money to make some money. 3-2, payoff pitch in. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. A fastball fired in there, froze up Yano, and that's a big first out of the inning for Caleb Simpson. And Yano's having words with rookie Allison, trying to tell him something that he saw. Allison flew out to left back in the first inning. He's got a runner at first with 1 out. Worsing with a healthy lead at first. First pitch swinging here for Allison. This one sent way up into the air in the infield. First baseman is under it. He makes the catch, and 2 outs recorded on back-to-back pitches here for Hoover. Carson Shoup rounded out, hit it right up the middle in the first batter that Simpson faced, and now attempt number 2 here for the third baseman today. Shoup stands in. Worsing stranded at first after being hit by a pitch in the first AB of the inning. First pitch swinging here for Shoup. He chops it right towards Simpson, and again a 1-3 putout to retire the side. And Hoover will go into the bottom half, maintaining their lead. It's 3-2. Coverage of this game presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
I'm looking for someone who can keep me comfortable, stay here for the long run, and definitely not high maintenance. Not right. Absolutely not. This one looks perfect.
Find your perfect match with Hiller. Get a free UV light with select new HVAC systems, 50% off a descaler with new tankless water heaters, or free surge protection with a new whole home generator.
Like that one too.
Steel Technologies has been part of the Rutherford County community for over 35 years. Their plants in Murfreesboro and Smyrna include over 150 teammates who process coils, metal sheets, and blanks for customers across North America. Steel Tech's Smyrna and Murfreesboro plants are expanding, and they need teammates to join their team. With openings including machine and forklift operators, truck drivers, and more, they have the position for you with competitive wages and monthly bonus opportunities. For more information and to apply online, scan the QR code on your screen now. Steel Tech is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Steel Tech. Faith, family, Steel Tech.
Feels like it's 3 a.m. growing up, and the George Lopez show just came on with this song playing as we return in the bottom of the third inning. Justin Fallon back to work. He had a lot of hits so far, but 3 runs have come across as Hoover capitalized on some walks and a batter hit by a pitch. Back in the second inning, Upperman got a base runner on with nobody out in the top half and came away empty-handed as Worsing was left stranded there. We head to the bottom half. It'll be 3-4-5 due up for the Hoover Buccaneers on their home field. Mason Blaschi is the first one up. He walked back in the first inning. Mason Blaschi stands in. He's got an opportunity here. Big gap between second and short. Defensively for Upperman. First pitch swinging here. He sends it foul, 0-1. For Fallon, he had 2 birdies, 11 strikeouts in the first inning, but the control flew just a little bit in the second. He's looking to rally it back in here. Hit him on the arm. They're crowding the plate. Got hit by a pitch. It's the second straight inning that opens up with a batter hit by a pitch. Blaschi goes to first. Andy Howard will stride in. He flew out to left on a hard hit ball back in the first inning. Stands in here with a runner at first and nobody out. Howard at the plate. Cade Finn is on deck as Hoover looks to add on to some insurance here in the bottom of the third inning. They've got a 3-2 advantage. First pitch from Fallon. This is outside, 1-0. Lead over at first, 1-0 count here, Fallon. Steps off, throws over, and it gets away as an off-the-line throw, and this allows the runner to go to second at least. Alec Wilson now to it, and on the throwing error, Blaschi moves over. Now Howard has a runner in scoring position with nobody out in a 1-0 count. Story of the game so far for Upperman. Been okay at the plate. They've got 5 hits. Batter's getting hit sometimes. Throws off the mark as the runner takes off towards third. Allison able to throw down. Tag is there. Not in time, and it's a stolen base. That was a good throw and a quick tag slapped down there by Shoup, but he was able to beat it in there by just a hair. Now Howard has a run 90 feet away as they try to take a 2-run lead, if not more. Allen delivers in a fastball. Called a strike on the outside corner. 2-1. Infield in again for the Bees. Uh, 2-1. This one. This is away. 3 balls, 1 strike now. Cade Finn is on deck. Fallon with a long look in. Now delivers in the 3-1. Breaking ball. Didn't quite fall off the table, and it's another walk. And runners at the corners here with nobody out for Cade Finn. He was hit by a pitch and came around to score in the second inning. That's the 5th walk of the game so far. Fallon, again, trying to battle Cade Finn at the plate. It's a 1-run game, but they're threatening to add on. Here comes the pitch in, misses upstairs for ball 1. One 0 count. Finn awaits. Fallon kicks and deals. Runner takes off towards second. Allison does throw down. Tag is there. Not in time. It's another stolen base. 2 in scoring position again for Hoover. Finn standing in there, and you wonder when it may be time for a change, as it's just not working right now. 2-0 count here with nobody out. You got the big 6'3" freshman looming in left field. Here comes the 2-0. Fastball. Misses outside. 3 balls, no strikes. Carter Jackson on deck. They had the bases loaded with nobody out in the second. Now they're staring right at it here in the third. Here comes the 3-0. That one's in there for a strike. 3-1. Three and one coming here to Cade Finn. Fallon delivers. This one waved at and missed. Got him chasing at it. 3-2. Punch out would be huge for the young man out there on the mound. Big pitch coming here in a 1-run game. 3-2. Swung on, barreled up into left field. Foul, and we will do it again. Runners at second and third, and the runner at second is halfway in between the bases right now. So here comes the 3-2. That one gets away, and it'll allow a runner to score on the wild pitch. It'll be a base on balls, so runners at the corners. The lead is now 4-2. And now the runner for Hoover is threatening as Finn works around and now will retreat. 6th walk issued. Howard moves over to third. Runners at the corners now. It's 4-2 in favor of the Buccaneers. And no move right now out of the Upperman dugout. Check the pitch count here. 63, so it's up there. Through just 2 complete innings, runners at the corners here for Hoover, and you could see some motion here from Finn. They've been very aggressive on the base paths, and why not? They've stolen everything they've tried to. Jackman walked and came around to score. First pitch in, misses outside for a ball, 2-0. Or 1-0, rather. This one's barreled up, but foul. Just pulled it. 1-1. Michael Lindsay on the golf course. Pull. Straight left. He pulls it right, though, because he's a lefty. Four to 2 in favor of Hoover. They're threatening for a lot more. Runners at the corners. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. They've already brought one across. Fallon delivers in. That one misses upstairs, and you can see he's looking at the runner, and it's kind of throwing off the timing just a little bit. It's 2-1. He steps off and throws towards the runner at first. Now back in plenty of time. 2-1. A count again here to Carter Jackman. Flash, he already came across the score. This one's sent way up into the air. It's going to be in play. Caden Shanks is under it. Has to drift back, but does make the catch for the first out of the inning. Will Adams, the DH, he walked and came around to score in the second, will stride in here with still runners at the corners and now 1 out. Standing in here is Adams. Runner takes off. It's a great jump. Allison does throw down. He will not get him. Shanks able to cut it off. It's another stolen base here for the Buccaneers as Finn reaches second with relative ease. He got a great jump there off the bag. 2 in scoring position. 1 out, and it's a 1-0 count as the pitch missed upstairs. Facing 7A powerhouse Hoover on their home field. Upperman had a 2-0 lead, but that has changed quickly. There's his big swing and a miss, 1-1. Some Division I players up and down the lineup here for the Bucks, including a Tennessee commit. Several JUCO NAIA level schools. 1-1. That one didn't come out clean at all. 2-1. On a warm day here in late March. A 2-1 from Fallon. Now bunt is shown. It's a good one down the first base line and covering the bag. Not in time. 1 run will score. Throw behind over to third. And Yana was late getting over to first base, and it allows the runner to pull in safely, and it's now 5-2, and still runners at the corners as they trade places. See how that one scored. Going to be a bunt single for an RBI there for Will Adams. So Howard comes across the score. Finn goes over to third, and still no move out of that Upperman dugout. Runners at the corners now for Baylor Hardy. He singled and came around to third on a stolen base, but was ultimately left stranded in the last inning. First pitch bounces in. Allison able to block it. 1-0. Runners at the corners still here for Hoover. Bunt shown again. Pulls back as that one misses just a hair inside for a ball. 2-0. At a certain point, you're going to have to come and have a discussion and make a change just to try and jumpstart something. The 2-0. Fallon delivers. That one gets away. Takes a weird hop off the part of the net where it meets the concrete, and the run will come across to score on the wild pitch. And now it's getting out of hand. It's up to 6-2. And now here comes Wes Shanks, and it'll be time for a Hall Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen. New pitcher for the Bees when we come back. Don't go anywhere.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate just listed this new construction home located in the Brookstone subdivision. With 2,075 square feet, 3 bedrooms, and large walk-in closets, the main level primary bedroom has one of the best features ever. In addition to the hallway access, you could access the laundry room through the closet in the bedroom. The kitchen also features an island, a pantry, and stainless steel appliances. All cabinets throughout the house are soft close and have granite countertops. For more information, call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145 or 931-526-9581. Always ask for Sonia Brown. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
All Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen for the Upperman Bees. We wonder if it'd be Chris Worsing. It's not. It's Rookie Allison who gets the ball. The sidearm right-hander getting in his warm-up pitch. He's got a 1.17 ERA, a 1-0 record. This is his fourth appearance. He started one game in 6 innings pitched. He's allowed 3 runs, only one of them earned. 6 strikeouts, no walks, 6 hits allowed in those 6 innings, and they need him to stop the bleeding immediately for a Hoover team that only has 1 hit, but they got 6 runs. As it is a bunt single. That was the first hit of the game for Hoover. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 walks and a couple of batters hit by a pitch have allowed them to separate here and lead 6-2. And they are still threatening with a runner at second and 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still a lot of baseball to be played, but Upperman hitting the ball well early. Hoover made a pitching change. That helped them out a little bit defensively, and Upperman has not been able to record enough outs to be competitive, quite frankly, yet in this ball game. Facing off against some of the top teams in the Southeast, but some stuff is more to do with yourselves than it is to do with the other team. And here comes Baylor Hardy. He walked and was ultimately left stranded. He stands in here. And Carson Shoup now goes behind the dish. So there's going to be some changes all over the place here for Upperman. So Justin Fallon goes into center. Evan Huddleston goes into left, and Chris Worsing comes into third. Carson Shoup goes behind the dish. First pitch from Rookie Allison's right there for a strike. Good pitch for him here as he tries to settle in. Quickly back in with another one. Good pitch from Rookie Allison, and all of a sudden he's pitching well as he checks in. And it's a full count at 3-2 as he entered in the middle of an AB. Allison with a 3-2. This one swung on, chopped over. Caden Shanks ranges up, and the runner got in the way, and that's going to be interference. Absolutely. So he's going to be out over there at third. First reaches safely on the base runner interference. And there's no question about that one. He timed it up trying to get in the way of that one. So now a runner will be at first here, and the catcher will get a courtesy runner out for him. And the 9-hole hitter, John Mark Norris. So exactly what Upperman needed from Rookie Allison, coming in and recording out, as it had become a carousel around the base paths. Rookie Allison out of that sidearm sends this one. It's chopped foul. Third base coach got a nice grab on it. Runner was taking off. Now Carson Shoup behind the dish. So with the catcher moving to the mound and Rookie Allison doing what he does. He throws strikes in there, and Upperman needed that badly right now. He throws over. Runner back in time. That's the courtesy runner for the catcher, Hardy. Didn't quite catch the number, but John Martin Norris is at the plate. He had a sacrifice bunt back in the second to move a couple of runners over. Runner takes off again. This one's popped up in the infield. Juju Yano comes up, calls everybody off, and makes the catch. A good job by Rookie Allison to stop the bleeding, but 3 more runs do come across beforehand for Hoover. We'll head to the 4th. Upperman looking for a rally, trailing by 4. Coverage of this game is presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy, UCR Media Network.
Raise your glass up high, gonna celebrate. Yeah, we're feeling
Welcome back as we head to the top of the fourth inning. Upperman looking for a rally now, trailing by 4. It's 6-2. They led 2-0, but 6 unanswered runs for the Buccaneers have flipped the game on its head. Carson Holroyd was hit by a pitch in his first appearance, came around to score. He stands in here for his first trying to record his first official AB, and get a base hit here for Upperman. Once again, back to work as the freshman Caleb Simpson. First pitch swinging here for Holroyd, comes up empty-handed. The count goes to 0-1. Rookie Allison did a really nice job coming in and stopping the bleeding as it had become a parade around the bases for the Buccaneers in the past couple of frames. The 0-1, the question is the hole too deep? As it's quickly 0-2, as there's a fastball right there. Simpson's throwing well here. No balls, 2 strikes. It's Holroyd, Huddleston, and Shanks due up in this half inning. Here comes the 0-2. Called strike 3, right across the outside part of the zone with a fastball. And a 3-pitch strikeout, and the crowd is loving what they're getting out of the freshman. Evan Huddleston, he's going to stride in. He struck out swinging in his first appearance. And Upperman has come out here to play the best. They're playing some good teams, but they're also not going to be particularly happy with how these 4 games have gone, especially the last 3. First pitch swinging for Huddleston. That could help as it's going to be down for a base hit. There's still baseball to be played. And Caden Shanks is going to stride in here with a runner at first and 1 out. Shanks 2 for 2 with 2 doubles already. Good piece of hitting by Huddleston. You got a pitcher who's pounding the zone, put a swing on it. And now Caden Shanks will try to do the same. He scored a run as well, got caught stealing once back in the first. Top of the 4th inning. Beautiful day for high school baseball. Healthy lead over there at first. Pitch coming in. Off speed. Got him waving at it. 0-1. Both of the doubles have been ripped down the first base line for Shanks so far. He'll try to do the same thing again here. If not, put even a little bit more power into it and send it over one of the deep fences. 0-1. That one misses low. Good frame job, but it missed. 1-1. And again, that long time to get the pitch call in, and Shanks calls time to kind of reset it on his accord. Huddleston takes his lead. Here comes the 1-1. That one's right there for a strike. 1-2. Probably the best pitch you're going to see. You don't see very many fastballs down the middle if you're Caden Shanks. Justin Fallon is on deck. Upperman trying to put some more pressure on here and get it back within reach. Huddleston takes his lead as Simpson delivers home. Off speed, and it's a battle swing. We'll do it again. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here. We're in the top of the 4th inning in Hoover. Shanks, he's just holding that baseball, or the bat out there, waiting on Simpson to get the call. One-two, fastball, misses outside. Good take, 2-2. Huddleston's got some good speed out there in the base paths. If Shanks can send something into the outfield, they could test him. Shanks, of course, a ton of speed. The Lipscomb signee awaits this 2-2. That one's again barreled out into right field, and again it's down. 1 hops into the fence this time. Huddleston going towards home. He's being sent by Coach Shanks. Throw comes into second, now going to third. And the ball got away. It's going to be an RBI triple for the all-time leader in triples at Upperman High School. Caden Shanks sends it again down the right field line. This time it didn't go over the fence for a ground rule double, and it's 6-3. Caden Shanks having himself a day at the plate. 3 for 3 with 3 extra base hits, and now an RBI to go along with it. Huddleston gets all the way around to score. That's RBI number 15 and triple number 5 of the year. He's got 6 doubles and 5 triples. A lot of kids don't have 11 hits so far. First pitch swinging here for Fallon, and it's a foul ball just barely to the left of that third base bag. 0-1. Justin Fallon so far has 2 RBIs on a single and a strikeout so far, so 1 for 2 on the day. And he can make it very interesting with one swing. Upperman battling back. They've got the dangerous bats in the order. They got to make them pay when they have their opportunities. The 0-1. Simpson deals in. Good pitch. Must have been low. 1-1. Credit to the umpire. We're standing in Hoover, Alabama, and it's very easy for him to call that a strike, and he didn't. It missed low. Good for him. I may regret that later, but right now, good for him. 1-1 count here. Runner is Caden Shanks at third. Anything into the outfield is going to score him with ease. Pitch coming in. There's a healthy cut. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that looked like me on the golf course. Way right. Just flaring it right. And it keeps going. I find the fairway a lot. It's just the wrong hole. Lead over there at third for Caden Shanks. 6-3 our score. The 1-2 to Fallon. Breaking ball. Good take across the zone. And dipped away. 2-2. There is action over in the Hoover bullpen. Upperman wants to force him to go to it by putting a charge into something. Alec Wilson on deck with 1 out here. The 2-2 coming home to Fallon. That one misses up and in. He ducks out of the way, and we run full from 1-2. It's now 3-2. He'd certainly take runners at the corners for Alec Wilson, especially when there's those 2 runners. Plenty of speed for Fallon and Shanks. Big moment here in the ball game as Upperman tries to come back. A 3-2 payoff pitch. Simpson delivers home a fastball, and we're going to do it again. Freshman against a junior. Sixth game in 4 days for Hoover. Hence, they got to go deep into the bag when it comes to the pitchers. 3-2 the count. Another payoff pitch coming home to Fallon. Swung on, barreled up. That's going to get through for a base hit. Another RBI for Justin Fallon and a good AB there. And Upperman, they're striking back within a couple of runs. Alec Wilson will stride in with a runner at first and 1 out. Chris Worsing on deck. 3 RBIs on the day for Justin Fallon. Puts him up to 13 on the season. That is his 16th hit. By the way, one more note on Caden Shanks. Mentioned he had 15 hits entering today. 8 of those were extra base hits. 3 more hits in this game. So 11 extra base hits out of 18 total. That's ridiculous. As the first pitch breaking ball was in there for strike 1 to Alec Wilson. So far today, Wilson has reached an error and flown out. Justin Fallon takes his lead over there at first. See if they try and send him. Not yet. Fastball, big swing and a miss on that one. And Simpson goes ahead in the count, 0-2. Trying to record the all-important second out. Chris Worsing on deck. Behind him is Juju Yano. And 2 coming here to Alec Wilson. Runner stays put. Breaking ball across. Close but no cigar. 1-2. It could have been a called strike, but there's also nothing Alec Wilson can do with that pitch, so you have to take it. Your best case scenario, you're grounding that somewhere. And yeah, just hope it gets through. One-two. This one sent into foul territory, out of play, and hits on top of the press box. We'll do it again. Pitch count starting to tick up a little bit for the young freshman. 50 pitches. He's gone every inning since the second. We had one guy go the first inning, and Upperman tagged him up. They got him out of there quickly. Now they put in this young man, and he's throwing well, but Upperman is striking back. They've got 2 across in the frame. They want some more. Throw over. He is safe. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Alec Wilson. Justin Fallon, he has an RBI. after Caden Shanks got an RBI triple and Evan Huddleston single. 3 straight base hits for Upperman. Here comes the 1-2. This one sent out into center field. Center fielder took a step forward, now has to go back, and he makes the catch. Trying to throw behind Fallon, but he's back in time. Well hit ball, but right at the center fielder for the second out. Chris Worsing will stride in. He has a single, has been hit by a pitch in this game. He wants to extend the rally. Upperman's back within striking distance, though. And if Ricky Allison can continue to throw the way he started, they'll have a chance. Chris Worsing holding that bat high above the right shoulder. Breaking ball, he turns on this one into center field, and that's going to get down for another base hit. Chris Worsing starting to get it rolling. He had a tough day yesterday, but he's looking good today. 2 for 2. He's also been hit by a pitch, and Juju Yano will try to bring in Justin Fallon and Worsing, who are out there. Yano 1 for 2 today with a single and a strikeout. And now we're going to have a trip to the mound here for Hoover, and it may be time for a change. We'll have to wait and see. He's given them some good innings, but Upperman now with 4 base hits in this inning. No sign yet towards the pen. We may just have a discussion. We'll wait and see. Juju Yano getting some word from Coach Riedel. Nine to 1. Upperman out hitting Hoover so far, and it is time for a Hall Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen for the Hoover Buccaneers as the freshman Simpson gets a big round of applause from the fans and his teammates, but Upperman threatening to tie the game. 2 outs, new pitcher. When we come back, don't go anywhere.
Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate just listed this new construction home located in the Brookstone subdivision. With 2,075 square feet, 3 bedrooms, and large walk-in closets, the main level primary bedroom has one of the best features ever. In addition to the hallway access, you could access the laundry room through the closet in the bedroom. The kitchen also features an island, a pantry, and stainless steel appliances. All cabinets throughout the house are soft close and have granite countertops. For more information, call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145 or 931-526-9581. Always ask for Sonia Brown. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Clint Connor is your local auctions expert. With full service from start to finish, the Exit Crossroads Auction Group are here to make the process easy for you. Visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com for more details and current auctions. Clint Connor, your local auctions expert, is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
A Hall Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen for the Hoover Buccaneers, who have seen their 6-2 lead dwindle now to 6-4. And Upperman has 2 on with 2 outs. Juju Yano coming up to the plate. And number 7, Walker Garrett, is the new pitcher in here for the Buccaneers. The right-hander doesn't appear to have overwhelming velocity, but again, just the warm-up pitches, it can always tell. And they've had to turn to a bunch of pitchers here this week in game number 6 in 4 days. Upperman playing game number 4 in 3 days, but they got some long outings out of their starters. Juju Yano, 1 for 2 today with a single and a strikeout. Upperman has 2 pitchers remaining if you include rookie Allison that come to mind quickly. Him and then Chris Worsing. There are other guys on the roster who pitch, but those are the 2 who have pitched this season. Runners at first and second here. Yano trying to extend this inning. First pitch fastball. He chops it down the third base line. Could be a tough play. It's trickling, and it goes foul. Would have been bases loaded for rookie Allison. Instead, that is allowed at strike number 1. And that's a heads-up play over there by the third baseman. If he picks that up, he's going to have to make a tremendous throw over. He may have done it, but if he didn't, well, Blashy would have had to answer something to his coach. And instead, it's 0-1. We saw Upperman battle, particularly against Bob Jones after getting into a hole. They were facing one of the best pitchers in the country in that one. This is a little different challenge, but you're still in a hole against a good team. 0-1, breaking ball. That one missed. 1-1. Again, credit to home plate umpire. Yesterday, homie behind the plate was in love with Bob Jones. Today, it's been pretty consistent. 1-1. And I should say, he was in love with the pitcher from Bob Jones. I mean, he was not going to be the reason that his walk numbers went up, I'll tell you that. 1-1 comes to Juju Yano here. That one misses low. 2-1. It's a great take by Juju Yano. Walker Garrett trying to battle in here. Juju Yano love to bring both these runners around. But if nothing else, you want to set the table for rookie Allison and continue the rally. The 2-1. Check back. Pitch coming in. Called a strike with a fastball. 2-2. Scorekeeper in the building thought it was a ball. Put a ball up on the board, but it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. And now Yano's going to have to battle. Two and 2 with 2 outs. 2 on. Pitch coming in, breaking ball, and Juju flares it out into right field. That's a good piece of hitting by Juju Yano, and they're going to send Fallon home, and he's going to be out by 1.5 miles. My goodness. We will head to the bottom half as the rally is over. It is 6-4. Coverage presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy, UCR Media Network.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this gorgeous home on Cross Point Drive. Boasting 4 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms with nearly 2,000 square feet, this home in the Prescott School District in Cookeville could be your forever home. Call 931-979-1191 for more information and to schedule a showing, or visit chadandamycrouch.com. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious Pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back as we head to the bottom half of the 4th. Upperman had a prime situation. They brought 2 across in the top half. They're on bases loaded with 2 outs for rookie Allison, and that's one Coach Shanks is going to want to have back. He sent Justin Fallon home, and the ball was in the catcher's mitt before he was to the second 0 in Hoover. Wasn't even close, and that ends the rally, and Upperman hopes it doesn't end their hopes of winning this game. Rookie Allison pitched really well, quick relief in that last inning. Now he settles back in. He's going to face off against 1, 2, 3 in this Hoover Buccaneers order. Jackson Wood has an RBI and a sac fly and a strikeout so far, attempt number 3, as he stands in here. First pitch in from the sidearmer. Allison gets away. Shoop able to grab it. It's 1-0. This one's chopped over, and I mentioned some of the numbers for rookie Allison. They've been really, really good this year. He's not overpowering with the velocity, but got good accuracy, and he's coming with that sidearm action. So especially in relief, it takes you a minute to figure out what pitch is coming. Here comes the 1-1. Just like that, across for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now here to Wood. Here comes the 1-2. Off-speed pitch, ripped over, and it gets past the glove of Chris Worsing. And Wood will reach first. And that's going to be an E5 on the stat sheet there for Upperman. Camden Teague will stride in. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. And unfortunately, this has been a tournament filled with Upperman errors in the outfield and in the infield. I mean, everywhere. People you would never expect to be committing errors have committed errors in this tournament in Hoover. And that is something you can't afford to do, playing the competition that they are. Runner at first. Not all errors are the same. That wasn't an easy play in the hot corner. But still, it'll go down as such as that one's fouled off 0-1. This one is crushed into right center or left center field. That is going to one hop, two hops into the chain link fence. Fallon is there. The throw's coming in. Runner heads for third. Shanks with the throw in. Worsing with the tag in time for the out. It does score a run on an RBI double, but he's thrown out trying to stretch it to 3. And Hoover gets one back as they go out in front 7-4. It's a good relay in. Fallon finds Shanks. Shanks for the throw to Worsing, who puts the tag down. Run does score, an RBI double. And Teague is thrown out at third, so there's the first out of the inning. And Mason Blashy, he has been hit by a pitch. He's stolen a base. He's walked, done a little bit of everything so far. And now he's got a base hit, and it could be extras as this one's ripped out into right field. Going back, trying to grab it all the way at the fence again. Holroyd gets it in, and it's back-to-back doubles for this Hoover Buccaneers lineup. They got a runner at second. It'll bring up Andy Howard. And Chris Worsing at third base, available to pitch. Probably time. Howard going to stand in. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk and a fly out. No move out of the Upperman dugout. First pitch swinging, and this one is destroyed into deep center field. Fallon goes all the way back to the track to catch it. Justin Fallon has unlimited range there in center field. Takes away that hit. It allows the runner to move over to third. And Cade Finn will stride in. He's been hit by a pitch and walked. He scored a couple of runs, and he's trying to add on again as they have gotten one of the 2 runs back that Upperman scored in the top half. They've got another run 90 feet away with 2 outs. And that is 3 straight pitches that have been crushed into the outfield. That one's across for a strike at 0-1. 0-1. This one, again, barreled up into the outfield, an RBI single for Cade Finn. And the 2 runs that Upperman got back go right back the other way. It's 8-4. I'll bring up the 6-hole hitter, Carter Jackman. He's walked and flown out so far and scored a run. No shortage of offense in this one. They only have 4 hits as a team, but all those walks and hit by pitches earlier have helped. Upperman has 10 hits as this one's across for a strike. Runner takes a healthy lead over there at first. Allison trying to get an out. Brings that one in. Big swing and a foul back. 0-2. Carter Jackman at the plate. Trying to add on here for Hoover. Runner takes off. Breaking ball. Wow. Called a ball. Umpire says it was inside. 1-2. Finn does take off on the stolen base, so he goes into scoring position. That one, did it hit him? It did. Hit him on one of the legs on the way in. And that is now 1, 2, 3, 4 of the last 5 batters who have reached base. And the other was that hard hit ball to center field. Here comes Will Adams, the DH. He's bunted for a single and walked so far. Allison working quickly. First pitch misses for a ball. Not sure if rookie's tired or what it is, but it's gotten a little bit loose out there with the form. The 1-0. That one misses away. Now it's 2-0. Here comes the 2-0. That one big. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Allison's caught 2 games in this tournament. Started this game behind the dish as well. This one's sent over. Juju Yano has to range over to his left. Fields it cleanly. The throw to first is in time to retire this side. The Hoover Buccaneers get both the runs back, though. Upperman looking for an answer when we come back. Coverage of this game is presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
I'm looking for someone who can keep me comfortable, stay here for the long run, and definitely not high maintenance. Not right. Absolutely not. This one looks perfect.
Find your perfect match with Hiller. Get a free UV light with select new HVAC systems, 50% off a descaler with new tankless water heaters, or free surge protection with a new whole home generator.
Like that one too.
Steel Technologies has been part of the Rutherford County community for over 35 years. Their plants in Murfreesboro and Smyrna include over 150 teammates who process coils, metal sheets, and blanks for customers across North America. Steel Tech's Smyrna and Murfreesboro plants are expanding, and they need teammates to join their team. With openings including machine and forklift operators, truck drivers, and more, they have the position for you with competitive wages and monthly bonus opportunities. For more information and to apply online, scan the QR code on your screen now. Steel Tech is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Steel Tech. Faith, family, Steel Tech.
Upperman looking to rally back once again. 6, 7, 8 due up in the top half of the 5th here in Hoover. Rookie Allison, Carson Shoup, Carson Holroyd due up in this half inning. I'm Noah McKay. Madison McKay producing things for us once again here in Hoover. We're presented by Nick's Restaurant. Nick's Restaurant has been family-owned and operated for over 50 years in the Upper Cumberland, located just off Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville. Tremendous spot tonight to go out with a family dinner. Fellas, take your ladies out. Ladies, take your man out to Nick's Restaurant and enjoy a great meal. Terrific service as this one's fouled back by rookie Allison for an 0-1 count. Allison so far a couple of flyouts. Back to work on the mound, coming in relief, and was Walker Garrett. He gave up a single to Juju Yano, but then a runner got caught trying to stretch it home. One Coach Shank's going to want to have back. Sent him, and he was cooked by a countrywide mile trying to get there. Would have been bases loaded with 2 outs with rookie Allison at the plate. Instead, that happened, and then 2 more runs for Hoover in the bottom half as Allison chops this one. He's got to dig over there. Third baseman does a good job to attack that baseball, and now the tag onto Allison as he went running by. The throw was off the mark, but Allison couldn't get around that tag as it ripped into him, and that's the first out. Carson Shoup will stride in 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs, both right to the pitcher. Shoup trying to barrel something up here against Walker Garrett. Everything in the game, you look at it, Upperman should be winning. They got 10 hits. Hoover has 4. They've had 7 runners on the base paths. Hoover much less. Hoover with just 4. As this one is sent chopped over. More work over there at third base. Need a better throw this time, and they have it. And it's quickly 2 up, 2 down on the 5-3 putouts. Plays being made by Mason Blaschke. Carson Holroyd has been hit by a pitch and scored a run, but he struck out in his other appearance. He'll stride in here, trying to jumpstart something. If nothing happens here for Upperman, they would have Shanks and Fallon coming up in the 6th. So you want at the plate needing a rally, but somebody needs to set the table for him. First pitch, the fastball misses a tick low for a ball, 1-0. Evan Huddleston is on deck. Here comes the 1-0. Big swing and a miss on that one, 1-1. 1 to Carson Holroyd. He revved up on that fastball, missed upstairs. Wind picking up just a little bit, breezing around, but it won't affect the baseball in any way. A 2-1. That one misses low and outside, and Holroyd's ahead in the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Again, setting the table for the mammoth bats that are looming in that dugout. Here comes the 3-1. Went at that one at the knees, came up empty-handed, and we run full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Holroyd awaits the 3-2 pitch. Called strike 3 with a fastball. Catcher framed it up. Probably was a little bit outside, but the umpire made the call, and that will retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for the first time in the ball game for the Hoover defense. We'll head to the bottom half. They're looking to add on with a 4-run lead. Coverage presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy, UCR Media Network.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
SwallowsInsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
Hall Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen for the Upperman Bees. They do go to the 6'3" freshman Chris Worsing, who's been really good this season on the mound, and they need him to hold it right where it is in an 8-4 ball game, knowing that 9-1-2 are coming up in the 6th for the Upperman offense. Chris Worsing on the year, 2.74 ERA. He is 2-0. This is his 4th appearance. He's pitched in 7 2/3 innings, allowed 4 runs, just 3 of them earned, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 8 hits in those 7 2/3 innings. Change in the field. Worsing goes to the mound, and rookie Allison goes to 3rd. Carson Shoup remains behind the plate. Upperman will have a few days off, and they are probably going to go back to the drawing board in a few ways. Despite playing the tough competition, there's been some unforced errors in a major way in a lot of different ways for this Upperman team here in Alabama. And they will have more tough non-district games at the end of next week. Thursday against Coffee County, Friday against Baylor, and Saturday against the undefeated Smith County Owls, before a district series a week from Monday, beginning with DeKalb County. 8-9-1 due up for Hoover in this half inning. Baylor Hardy, he is 0 for 0 today officially. He has walked once and then reached on base runner interference. This is his first appearance against Chris Worsing, and his fastball is across at the knees for strike 1. Worsing going to be in the low 80s, upper 70s with the fastball. Works in the breaking ball as well. Can see the potential from a mile away. 0-1. That one was a little bit further low, so it was a ball, 1-1. Comes the 1-1 home. That one misses. A little bit up and in. We've got baseball action coming up early this week as York Institute takes on Livingston Academy in a non-district matchup. 2-1. That one misses low, and now Hardy is ahead. 3 balls, 1 strike. John Mark Norris on deck, and then the top of the order looming for this Hoover team that wants to break it completely open. Here comes the 3-1 home fastball. This one's fouled back, and we run full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Worsing trying to record the first out of his outing. Mentioned the Wood Bat Classic they've got going on tonight in Jamestown between White County and York. The 3-2 breaking ball, that one misses. Ball 4, and the leadoff batter is aboard on a walk. Baylor Hardy goes to first. John Mark Norris, 0 for 2 today. He will stride in for his third appearance at the plate. The coverage from that Woodback Classic is going to be on the website, uppercumberlandreporter.com. Lead, a healthy lead over there at first with the right-handed pitcher. Worsing delivers in a good fastball. That's across for strike 1 here to Norris. Jackson Wood is on deck. Buccaneers leading by 4. Upperman certainly could put a 4 spot up in an inning. You start to get a little bit more, and you can forget about it. Oh, 1 from Worsing. That one didn't come out clean. Misses upstairs. Shoop goes up to grab it. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Wind now, you can probably see it on the foul pole, your left side of your screen, working right to left. Starting to get a little gusty. Worsing deals. Runner takes off. Shoop, throw down towards Shanks. He tags in. Did he come off the bag? He did. It's an out. Caught him stealing. Maybe. Is he? Is it an out? Is he not? He's safe. My apologies. It looked like he threw up the out sign, but I guess it's not. I guess he's safe. There's a reason they give you signs, umpires. You're going to need to use them. My apologies. Safe on the stolen base. You put one arm up in the air, I'm going to assume that that means out, and that is not on me. It's the 2-1 pitch coming here to Norris. This one's fouled out of play, 2-2. 2 hands going out in 90 degrees means safe. 1 hand going up means out. Thanks for coming to my seminar, as it's 2-2 here for John Mark Norris. Worsing trying to record the first out. Quick pitch is in. This is chopped over at third. Rookie Allison going to get work in. He throws over to first. It's not in time. He beats it out. Infield single there for Norris, and now the table is set. It's what we talked about in the top half. Upperman couldn't do it. Hoover does. Runners at first and second. And here comes the leadoff hitter in the order, Jackson Wood. He is yet to have a base hit today, which either means he's going to go 0 for or he's due. We're going to find out. Wood stands in here trying to take complete control of this baseball game. Worsing delivers in a fastball, and he turns on this one. That's going to be extra bases and then some. 1 hops into the fence. 1 run will score with ease. 2 runs will score with ease. Wood is heading to third. Here comes the throw, not in time. And there goes the ball game. It's 10-4 Hoover with a runner 90 feet away and still nobody out. A 2 RBI triple for Jackson Wood. So Hardy scores, Norris scores, and Shoop's going to go out and have a word with his pitcher. But it is time to rev up the buses and get out of this horrible, horrible state known as Alabama. Should have known nothing good happens down here. It was interesting. We passed a wedding on the way by. They turned it into a family reunion, though, because they were already there. So it was a good double whammy for them. Runner over there at third. Camden Teague stands in. First pitch is a fastball that misses upstairs for a ball 1-0. What? It's good logistical planning. Everyone's going to be in one spot already. 2 birds with 1 stone. Worsing just trying to find a way to throw strikes. The 1-0, this one's sent back towards us. And I will repeat once again, I know the owners of Nick's Restaurant. They don't like Alabama either, so I can say whatever I want about this state. I'm not getting in trouble. The pitch comes in here, breaking ball, and hits him right in the back. And it's been this kind of game, and now Upperman's got to be careful. The run rule is going to creep up really quickly. Down by 6 with 2 runners on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Mason Blasky is going to step in. He's Done a little bit of everything. He's walked, been hit by a pitch, and doubled. And Upperman has no other pitchers really that they can go to. So Chris Worsing's going to have to work it out there on the mound. First pitch fastball, and this is hit hard into left field. Huddleston goes back, and he makes the catch. It's a good job by Evan Huddleston. Score that one in an RBI sac fly, but he does record the first out. And now the run rule is just 3 away for Hoover. They're up by 7. Wood comes across to score. Teague forced to stay where he is. So a runner at first, and here's the cleanup hitter, Andy Howard. 11-4 the score. First pitch fastball. That one's tipped into the mid of Shoop. 0-1. We got action going on now in the Hoover bullpen. The comfortable lead. They could get some guys some work that typically don't get it. 0-1. Worsing rips off the breaking ball. It's a good pitch. Best one he's thrown so far, and it's 0-2. Worsing kicks and deals the 0-2. Another breaking ball. This one's ripped out into right field. Carson Holroyd jumps up and he makes the catch. A good job by Holroyd. The throw to first will not be in time, but Huddleston and Holroyd have both made a couple of good grabs back to back. And now Cade Finn will try to extend the inning. It's an 11-4 ball game. 3 have come across in this half for Hoover. And I think there's going to be a pinch hitter in here. There is, in place of Finn. So a pinch hitter will stride in. So he will await. First pitch from Worsing. Misses inside for a ball, 1-0. And if you're thinking I'm being harsh on Alabama, I promise you I'm not. There are things that I can't say on air because I'd get in real trouble about. I feel much more strongly than I'm even saying as the 1-0 misses outside, 2-0. Andrew Pitts is the batter. Worsing behind in the count, 2-0. Delivers in. This one's fouled back, 2-1. Bottom of the 5th inning here. Two, 2-1. This one sent way up into the air. It's going to stay in the field of play. Caden Shanks tracking it in the infield, and he makes the catch, and that will retire the side. So the inning is over. Upperman needs a major, major rally. 9-1-2 due up when we come back. Coverage presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious Pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseychevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye.
Welcome back. 9-1-2 due up for the Bees in this half inning. Walker Garrett back to work on the mound here for Hoover as Upperman finds themselves in a major hole. They're down 11-4 here against the host school Buccaneers on this beautiful field and a beautiful day for high school baseball. Evan Huddleston, he's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. Sends the first one that he sees over towards the shortstop. Loads up and makes the throw. Bang, bang play in time for the out. Quickly, 1 up, 1 down here. Caden Shanks, he has been the bright spot today for Upperman. He is 3 for 3 with 3 extra base hits and an RBI. He's got 2 doubles and a triple. And now he'll try to jumpstart something here with 1 out in the top of the 6th. Yeah, the right fielder has shifted as Shanks has sent all 3 balls down that right field foul line. But we know he can hit it around the yard. He's behind 0-1 here to Walker Garrett. The 0-1 misses upstairs. Did you hear O.J. Simpson actually wanted to move to Alabama? Because everybody has the same DNA. It's 1-1. My wife is mad at me about that one. I thought it was the best one. Here comes the 1-1 home to Shanks. Breaking ball in there for a strike. It's 1-2. Give me some banjo music, baby. Let's go. 1-2. It's 11-4. We're going to have some fun somehow. Send your best Alabama joke in the comment section right now, and I will read it. The 1-2 coming home. Breaking ball. That one misses away. Maybe the fastball. Either way, it's losing some velocity. 2-2. Credit this pitching staff here for Hoover. They got into a couple of jams, but for the most part, they got a good first inning. He got out of a jam, did Campbell Cooper. Then Caleb Simpson came in, the freshman. He pitched really well. Upperman has been able to hit him pretty hard as that one's right at the first baseman who flashes the leather. No problem. For the second out, Pitts over there. He's fresh into the game, and he made the good grab, and that's the first time Shanks has gone down today. Justin Fallon going to stride in. He's been good at the plate. Struck out his first appearance, but then he had a 2 RBI single and another RBI single after that. So 3 ribbies on the day for Justin Fallon. First pitch, that one misses outside. 1-0. That one misses. 2-0. I'm proud of myself for that joke. Here comes the 2. Whoa, this is a big swing and a miss on it from Fallon. 2-1. I'm going to take a detour to drive through Tuscaloosa, blaring Rocky Top through those loudspeakers for 20 minutes. Here comes the 2-1 pitch home to Fallon. That's a fastball, catches the outside part of the plate. 2-2 now with 2 outs. And any hope for a rally is quickly being stamped out by Walker Garrett on the mound here for the Hoover Buccaneers. Here comes the 2-2. That one misses low and outside. We run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Alec Wilson on deck for the Bees. 11-4 the score. They added 3 more runs in the bottom of the 5th inning. They've scored 5 in the last 2 frames. Payoff pitch home. Fallon sends this one into center field for another base hit. It's a 3 single day for Justin Fallon. And he will head to first. Alec Wilson will stride in. He's flown out a couple of times and reached on an error. Looking to send something into the field of play here. We do have some action out there in the Hoover bullpen. Wilson trying to send something into play and just put a little bit of pressure on and continue to compete. That's the name of the game right now. You're trying to compete. First pitch, close but no cigar for a ball, 1-0. 1-0 coming to Alec Wilson. He sends this one. It's going to be a base hit for Alec Wilson. Fallon will round second and now slam the brakes there, not trying to get out or trying to stretch it into the third base bag. Chris Worsing going to stride in now with runners at first and second with 2 outs. Worsing today has 2 singles, has been hit by a pitch. And we'll see. You got to have a long leash if you're Garrett out there because of the lead that you have. They'd love for him to be able to work through this inning, but if Worsing finds a way to put something into play, that may be where you see a change if you're Hoover. But again, the cushion gives you a lot of leeway to play with. Also, those 2 outs. Garrett delivers in. That one bounces. 1-0. Worsing awaits out of the stretch one. Garrett with a check back. Now that's a healthy cut. Sends it off and on the hands, 1-1. Talked about the facility a little bit earlier. They got a JV field. That's natural grass. The football stadium, huge as you would expect. They've got, of course, where they hold the SEC tournament just down the street. They've got the Metropolitan Complex, which we've been at all week. Worsing sends this one up. It's going to stay in the field of play. Into foul territory. Catcher trying to find it, and it goes off the glove. And that is new life for Chris Worsing. 1-2. He'll settle back in. Tough play for the catcher to make. He's got to throw off the glass or mask. He's got to find it. And then that mitt, not exactly designed for fly balls. So another chance here for Chris Worsing. Runners at first and second. Juju Yano on deck. Upperman in a 7-run deficit. One, 2, that one. Able to lay off it. You could tell he wanted to swing at it, but it wasn't close. 2-2. I don't know what the basketball gym looks like here, but I bet it's nice. Go on a limb and say it's real nice. My wife confirms it is nice. The 2-2. That one, just able to get enough on it. And Alec Wilson says good. Claps his hands together a couple of times towards his teammate. Two and 2 with 2 outs and 2 on. Upperman trying to strike back here and make it a little bit interesting. Garrett delivers in. This one again. Good battle here, regardless of the result. Some good pitches and good challenge swings in by Chris Worsing. Walker Garrett trying to figure out how to finally get this final out of the inning. It was quick 1-2, ground out, line out, but then a single and a single. And now Worsing battling. Here comes the 2-2 home again. Swung on and missed, strike 3. He does get the punch out that he was chasing, and that will retire the side. Hoover will be looking to put 3 more on the board and get out of here 1 inning early. When we come back, coverage of this game is presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy, UCR Media Network.
I'm looking for someone who can keep me comfortable, stay here for the long run, and definitely not high maintenance. Not right. Absolutely not. This one looks perfect.
Find your perfect match with Hiller. Get a free UV light with select new HVAC systems, 50% off a descaler with new tankless water heaters, or free surge protection with a new whole home generator.
Like that one too.
Steel Technologies has been part of the Rutherford County community for over 35 years. Their plants in Murfreesboro and Smyrna include over 150 teammates who process coils, metal sheets, and planks for customers across North America. Steel Tech's Smyrna and Murfreesboro plants are expanding, and they need teammates to join their team. With openings including machine and forklift operators, truck drivers, and more, they have the position for you with competitive wages and monthly bonus opportunities. For more information and to apply online, scan the QR code on your screen now. Steel Tech is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Steel Tech. Faith, family, Steel Tech.
Welcome back. Chris Worsing back to work on the mound. Upperman trails by 7. He's trying to keep it right there. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Hoover Buccaneers in this half inning. Upperman's had some chances. They've out-hit their opponent once again for the third straight game, and they lost the last 2, and this one's not looking promising. They'll need a little seventh-inning magic if they want that to happen. Carter Jackman going to step in first. He's walked, flown out, and been hit by a pitch so far. Hey, you know what the most common phrase ever uttered by an alumni from the University of Alabama is? Would you like fries with that? Chris Worsing stands in here against Carter Jackman. Awaits first pitch as a fastball in there for strike 1 at 0-1. That was more tame than the last one was. No, the last one was hilarious. I'll say it again. Keep saying it. Here comes the 0-1 in. There's our good breaking ball. Didn't get the call. It's 2-0, or 1-1, I should say. It reads 2-0 up on the board, but I believe that first one was a called strike. In fact, I know the first one was a called strike. Here comes the 1-1. That one makes it 2-1. Thank you, Mr. Umpire. He confirms our suspicion. The 2-1. Fastball misses outside. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Carter Jackman. And a ton of leadoff hitters have been on today for Hoover. Everyone outside of the first inning has been on. And that has applied a lot of pressure on the base paths, and they've capitalized on it. And that is crushed into deep center field. Justin Fallon gives chase back, and it goes off the fence. And that's in for extra bases again. A stand-up double for Carter Jackman. Fallon had a chance at it, but it went off the fence on his way in. And Jackman reaches second, and more pressure again applied by the Buccaneers. They're going to get a pinch runner out there for him. And Will Adams will stride in again for his 4th AB. He is grounded out, bunted for a single, and walked. For Hoover, they don't want to give any chance for some late inning magic for Upperman. They could end it with 3 runs across in this half. The record of 8-6, if this holds for Upperman, all 6 will have come to Powers outside of district play. They're 4-0 in 7 AAA play, of course. And all Powers outside of their classification. That's another important note, as they have loaded up the schedule. No question about it. Talk about West Trinity out of Georgia, another squad out of Georgia. Friendship Christian in the state. And then here, falling against nationally ranked Bob Jones, then Prattville, and now today with Hoover. The 0-1, if you were in the Turf Masters keys to the game, they started quick, so we didn't get to them. Coach Shanks talked about how the teams down here, they're playing their 30th game. Upperman's playing their 14th. So they're still trying to get some things figured out as they head into the meat of their season. But you're running out of time to do that, as it's 0-2. Albeit, we all recognize that this is not the level of competition they're going to play most nights back home, especially in 7 AAA. 0-2 breaking ball. Good pitch called. Strike 3. Birdie's Lounge strikeout for Chris Worsing. It's his first of his outing. And Baylor Hardy will stride in here. There's a good breaking ball in there from the freshman. Hardy so far has walked, reached on base runner's interference, and walked again. There's a stolen base and a run scored. Actually, 2 stolen bases and a run scored. So they've been all over the base paths, as you can tell. Fastball, this one sent way up into the air. Could be a tough play. Juju Yano trying to track it into the shallow outfield, and he makes the catch for the second out. So outs on back-to-back pitches there for Chris Worsing and company. John Mark Norris is spotted, and it will be John Mark Norris striding in. He has a single, fly on, and a sacrifice bunt so far today. The 9-hole hitter with Jackson Wood looming on deck. Worsing wants to get him out and get it back to the bats. First pitch, big swing and miss on that one, 0-1. Well, we certainly appreciate Nick's Restaurant making it possible for us to be here all week long in Hoover, and of course for every Upperman baseball game this year. Check back towards second a couple of times for Worsing. He comes home with a fastball. This one's sent up into the air in the infield. Alec Wilson comes up, and Chris Worsing says, nope, I've got it, and he does. And that will retire this side. A 0 on the scoreboard for the first time since the first inning. Last chance for the Bees when we come back. Coverage presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the third or fourth level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
One more Hall Sports and Outdoors call to the bullpen for the Hoover Buccaneers as they give the ball to another right-hander, Alberto Gomez. And he is tasked with slamming the door. Upperman trails by 7. They've got 5, 6, 7 due up in this half inning. They're going to have to bat around if they want a chance to come back in dramatic fashion. Juju Yano will get them started. He is 2 for 3 today with a couple of singles and a strikeout. He'll be followed up by rookie Allison and Carson Shoup. Back in Tennessee on Monday, Livingston Academy against York in a non-district matchup. It's the high school baseball game of the week. Jacob will have either baseball or softball on Tuesday night for you. And then again on Thursday and Friday. I'll be back with Upperman starting on Thursday when they take on Coffee County. Then Friday against Baylor, and Saturday against the Smith County Owls. For Upperman, they're not back in District 7 AAA play until a week from Monday when they go and take on DeKalb County. Juju Yano going to stride in here in the top of the 7th. Last chance here for the Bees. Week started out great. Wednesday, Juju with a complete game victory on the mound, but since then, the wheels went flying off the wagon against some of the top teams in this state. As the first pitch of the inning from Gomez is across for a strike, 0-1. That one for Yano, ripped over. Shortstop a long way to get there, and he cannot make the throw. It's going to be an infield single for Juju Yano to lead off the 7th inning. And he has had a 3-hit day. And that's the thing with Upperman. You look at the stats. They have 12 hits, now 13 after that one. They've only committed 1 error behind them in the field, but they've left 9 runners on the base paths. They've only brought 4 runners across home plate. And on the other hand, Hoover has been on a carousel around the base paths, capitalizing on walks and batters that have been hit by pitches. First pitch swinging for rookie Allison. This one sent out into the gap in left center field. Back-to-back base hits for Upperman. It'll bring up Carson Shoup with runners at first and second with nobody out. Name of the game for the Bees. Keep putting runners on before you record an out. 3 pitches in for Gomez. And Carson Shoup's at the plate. He's looking to get it rolling 0 for 3 with 3 ground outs so far. Allison at first, Yano at second, both with singles. First pitch swinging for Shoup, and it's going to be another single for Upperman. Bases loaded. This one eats up the center fielder, and now Yano's going to go home. The throw comes in from center, not in time, and a run does come across to score. Carson Shoup got the single, and then the mistake out there in the outfield allows Yano to come around and score. So runners at first and second. It's now 11-5. Carson Holroyd's at the plate. Evan Huddleston on deck, and in the hole is Caden Shanks. Collier Bush going to come out and run for Shoup, and immediately taking off a pitcher towards the Hoover bullpen just in case. These next 2 at-bats are huge for Upperman. Holroyd and Huddleston. If they could find a way to get on, all bets will be off. But it's still a long way to go as they trail by 6. First pitch is in there for strike one. The hitters have been ambushing Gomez. Holroyd probably going to need to get aggressive there at the plate. It's slow velocity coming towards him. Here comes the 0-1. He does swing at this one, sends it foul, and 0-2. I mean, it is creeping towards the plate out of the hand of Gomez. That's probably low 60s coming in. Runners at first and second. 0-2 count here for Holroyd. Gomez delivers. That one misses upstairs for a ball. He revved up that one a little bit. 1-2. Upperman with one across already in the inning. Holroyd trying to keep it going. Here comes the 1-2. That one misses upstairs. 2-2. Evan Huddleston on deck. Then Caden Shanks looming. He already has 3 extra base hits today. And that pitcher is getting loose in a hurry out there in the Hoover bullpen. 2-2 to Holroyd. Gomez needs this one. That one misses. He had to duck to get out of the way. And from 0-2, Holroyd's battled back to 3-2. Again, just get on base. Set the table. Get on base. Give yourselves a chance. Gomez looks in. Here comes the 3-2 payoff pitch. Noise out of the Hoover dugout. And that's a big fastball. Fired by, swung on and missed, and he gets the important first out. The sooner you can get that one, the sooner you can get the game over with. Here comes Huddleston trying to avoid becoming out number 2. He's 1 for 3 today with a single and a run scored. He's grounded out and struck out. See if that's settled in Gomez. Huddleston going to stand in here. Gomez, he's getting calls in from the catcher, so faster than any other pitcher today is gone for Hoover outside of the starter, who only pitched 1 inning. We had him going to the dugout for the signs, then off the wristband. It's 1-0 as that call missed upstairs. He is still going to the dugout, but he's working a lot quicker. He's just checking it and go. The 1-0. Gomez with the check back. Now delivers into Huddleston. He swings at this one, sends it over towards the shortstop. He's going to go for the lead runner and gets him. So they get the lead runner at third. That's the second out, and Upperman down to their final out tonight. Allison, he's retired on the fielder's choice. Shoup advances to second. Huddleston reaches first. And now here's Caden Shanks in a 6-run game. Shanks 3 for 4 today. He's got 2 doubles, a triple with an RBI, and a line out, a hard hit ball right at the first baseman. He's hit everything down that first base line. He stands in here. And there is ample room to the left if he could send something opposite way. First pitch from Gomez misses outside for a ball, 1-0. The Lipscomb signee trying to extend the game. Gomez battles back to record 2 straight outs after 3 straight base hits for Upperman. Here comes the 1-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-1. So now Shanks has seen the fastball and the off speed. See if he can time it up. 1-1 from Alberto Gomez. Kicks and deals. This one swung on. Second baseman playing way deep, and it may work out. He makes the throw over, and that will do it. Ball game. Final score, Hoover 11, Upperman 5, as the Bees finish out a 1-3 week here in Alabama. We welcome you into the South Willow Auto Clinic post-game show. The South Willow Auto Clinic are your hometown auto doctors. Upperman has 15 hits in the ball game, but comes away with just 5 runs, and they fall to 8-6 on the season with the loss, and they're going to go back to the drawing board a little bit before they get ready for another non-district matchup with Coffee County. Your Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game is going to go to Caden Shanks tonight. 3 extra base hits, 2 doubles, and an RBI triple. He will be the Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game. The Bees wanted to challenge themselves. They came on the road to one of the top events in the entire Southeast. They get a big win in game number 1, then fall 3 straight times. They'll look to get it back rolling on Thursday night when they take on the Coffee County Red Raiders. You'll remember a year ago they defeated Coffee County in Manchester. We hope you'll join us Monday as Livingston Academy takes on York Institute in a non-district baseball matchup. Keep your eyes on UpperCumberlandReporter.com for the latest coverage of high school sports throughout the area, including coverage of today's wooden bat event, where they play with all wooden bats. White County taking on York. Goose was there. Photos and stories coming to the website very, very soon. We hope you have a blessed Easter. We will remind you that he is indeed risen, and thank you for hanging out with us sometimes this week here in Hoover, Alabama. Your final score once again, Hoover, the host school, defeats Upperman 11-5. We are going to get out of this state as quickly as humanly possible and try to plug our nose as Tuscaloosa is just sending its stench all the way across here to Hoover. Thanks so much for hanging out with us this week. I'm Noah McKay from Madison McKay on camera and everybody at UCR. Have a great day.